Okay, so it is Judge Doom, everybody. Judge Doom. That was Christopher Lloyd. I don't believe it.
Artie?
Christopher Lloyd just showing off his wide acting abilities.
Better pick up their trail
Wide
before I
range.
start fading out
I
again.
didn't say wide range. What has he
Oh,
been
Judge
in?
Doom is a very different character from Doc Brown.
You know, you do have a point, but mostly he does, doesn't he do, like, comedy movies?
He does, that's true.
Oh, he was in Mr. Mom. Oh.
Gorgeous, you leaving?
I'm clearly not paying attention to the video. I'm looking up,
Not in there.
That's
Michael
okay,
Keaton was-
that's how our last
oh,
video
nice.
series ended up very frequently.
Okay. Well, this is
They're not in there.
this is part of the problem I was talking about earlier with the weird controls.
Mm-hmm.
Is this is as you can see, forced camera angle,
Yeah.
and so it made running really awkward
I
or
believe
move.
the word they use is cinematic, Michael.
Let's go see the boss.
That's not cinematic. This is a cinematic.
Cinematic is also the reason why they can't have point-and-click controls, is what they say.
I'll think about it.
So yeah, the loading screens are much shorter.
Okay.
Marty, how's my favorite accountant doing? Oh, I've been better. I'm so sorry to hear that, McFly. Trixie, take a powder, doll. We got business to discuss.
Heyo, you boys really nice now. Mwah. Nice to see you again, Artie.
You too, Miss Trotter. Yeah, we're all happy as clams. Now scram.
So far we're doing a really good job of saving him.
Yeah.
This is going. You don't know.
I'm just saying, I think we could have done better than this.
This is all part of Marty's plan. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Just drag him inside, find out what he told the
Yes,
He
if
lets
there's, if there's one thing Marty McFly is good at, it's long-term planning.
He lets them think that they've captured Artie McFly, so they're off their guard, right? And he's waiting for their boss, Kid Tannen, to leave. It's all part of his plan.
He's lucky Kid Tannen didn't look slightly to his side to see of nowhere.
He is extremely lucky that did not happen.
Yes, he looks like someone who's in control.
Uh-oh.
I better get in there quick.
So Kid Tannen mentioned something about the boxes, and that's your hint to hide inside the boxes.
Oh, there goes the subtitles.
Yeah, bye-bye subtitles.
That's okay.
I will miss them.
I'm supposed to look at these posters. I wanted to look at the posters because this game, for some reason, really hates Herbert Hoover. You have at least 2 references to him being a horrible, horrible president.
Really?
So there's one in the posters, and Doc is going to mention it when they're going back to alternate 1986.
I'm selling these fine leather jackets.
I didn't realize Telltale had an anti-Hoover agenda.
I mean, that's the president that everyone sort of
Much
hates.
for the direct approach.
Is he really?
Hoover?
Oh.
Um,
I guess my my knowledge of American history has kind of a blank around his name.
Okay, what happened is the Great Depression happened when he was president.
Oh, it's all his
So
fault.
everybody blames him for it, and not dealing with it well.
yeah, are the posters really insulting to him? I thought they just said a chicken in every pot, which was his campaign promise, wasn't it?
That was his slogan. Marty's going to make a mean-spirited joke about it. He's going to say, "Hey, chicken every pot. How's that working out for you, Hoover?" And I should probably rewrite my review for this game because I think it's on purpose now that the screen is blank. I thought it was a glitch.
Oh, no, it's
first
probably
time I
it's
played
supposed to be
this game.
reflective of Marty McFly's perspective at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It suddenly skips from third person to first person. It's only first person for this portion of the
Well,
game.
it's still third person, it's just the camera's in the box with him.
Can't get stuck.
Whatever. But I thought that was a glitch and my game wasn't working the first time I played this game, and I mentioned that in my review, but there were many other glitches which happened as well, so...
I'm having a hard time bringing
The
sleeping
same problem with
beauty
any of the
here
it's like load
around.
very but didn't really have any glitches.
It was just this game for me, and I think it's because they released it a day
We got a
early.
few questions about you and the DA.
Oh, good job saving him, Marty.
You see what I'm working with here? Seems to be catching. Say, wake up. Oh, sorry, boss. This stupid
See, I'm telling you,
code
that's
got
Judge
left
Doom.
Try to
That's
stay
all I
away
can
It-
see when I look at him now.
That guy's late to
We
slam
got a
poetry.
club to open in a few days.
I think it's mostly the glasses that make him look like Judge Doom,
Yeah.
though.
I think there's something like in the chin too.
I want
Granted,
to
it's
see
been a
him.
long time since I've seen that movie.
I want to see him scream like Judge Doom, though, when he's being run over by whatever you call it.
By a steamroller?
Yeah,
Maybe it's in the deleted scenes.
that was the best part of the movie. I mean, that's the only part of the movie I
No wonder
remember
Artie's
where
so
the
adamant.
weasels laugh so hard they die.
Yeah, wait, that was definitely like a children's movie, right?
Yeah.
Because that is a super creepy movie.
Uh-huh.
It was a risk to for them to perform the movie, and this puzzle is putting chloroform in his ink, so he will smell it when he's drawing the picture because the pen is being held close to his nose.
Say, wake up, you lazy bum.
I'm glad we have Michael here to keep us on track.
That's adventure game logic. I just thought I would explain it to
Yeah,
everyone
no.
because nobody will get
One
that.
more on down. 2 to go.
I had to use the hint system in order to
Really?
understand that one.
I think we figured that out, me and Lizzo.
As soon as
Really?
you saw the chloroform,
I could guess that you had to use the chloroform on something, but I didn't guess that you had to use it on the ink bottle. I thought you had to use it on Zane.
Well, I think when we were playing it, it was more just an adventure game thing where, like you were saying, adventure game logic. We had chloroform, we knew we had to do something with it, so it was just kind of a process of elimination.
yeah, it's bad how often I play adventure games that made complete sense to me. I was like, oh yeah, of course I put the
Yeah.
chloroform. Who wouldn't?
Come on, Artie.
So now I need to get rid of one of the other guys. And let me see. I'll get rid of Cue Ball.
Wow, not
Play
bad.
piano, Michael. Not a bad guy.
I need to get rid of him. He knocked Marty unconscious, so he has to go.
Sleep tight, moron. He's a good artist, but he can't hold his
I feel like so many of Marty's problems could be solved by just hopping in the time machine and trying again. Like in the last episode where we had to go through all that trouble to get alcohol when he could have just, gone to the future when alcohol is more readily available and then come back.
But then we'd have multiple Martys, and I think having more than one Marty messing around with the timeline is never gonna help.
That's fair.
Why me? You'd rather hang around and talk to this guy, huh? Yeah, I'll just get that news.
He really cannot hold this chloroform.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that guy.
Yeah.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
And the panic button,
Yes.
which they probably should have explained, but people understand that, right? You press the button in case the cops show up.
Right, so it's not obviously a speakeasy when they come in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be part of the puzzle at the end of the third episode, which makes no sense to me, but I should probably complain about that once we get there.
Yeah, what was this game rated? Was it a T for teen?
I don't know, the PC version, do they have ratings for the PC
Oh,
version?
they should.
It came out on the disc, right? So what does the disc version say?
I don't know. I don't have it handy.
Okay, I'll look it up then.
Oh, I mean, it's not like the few times where they swear that I'm wondering about. It's just like references like that. I wonder if kids would really understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the ESRB takes that kind of stuff into account when they're rating games. Or if they just look at blood and gore and other things.
I think they do, because Nancy Drew Haunting of Castle Malloy was rated for having alcohol in it.
Hmm.
Whereas very clearly in the game itself, they're not serving alcohol. It's fruit drinks, flavored drinks. They
It's just grape
specifically
juice.
drop a line about that in the game, but they still got rated for it. It's still mentioned on the ERSB
Wow.
rating.
That's pretty harsh. Hey, we saved him.
Let's get out of here before these jerks
I can't believe it.
Wait a minute.
Brain is still pretty
You're
messed up.
gonna kill me?
T for teen. It's T for teen.
T for teen.
This isn't funny,
makes sense.
guys.
I still wonder though, like how many 13-year-olds would understand what's going on when you push the panic button without having it explained.
Mhm.
Or maybe they'd understand it better than me because they're more likely to be studying prohibition at any given time than I am.
Hang on, Grandpa. We got
Nobody really studies the 1930s. They go straight from the Great Depression to World War II, usually in American history classes.
Back to the Future developers did not take that into account.
And here's where you ruin the officer's brain.
Yes.
What's he doing here? It's a long story.
And of course, the police officer was just standing by the whole time. No, he ran up. Okay, never mind.
And then I carried Artie to the DeLorean.
Here's a Hoover reference. He's gonna make fun of Hoover, I think.
We can go
Doc
home
is.
now, right? Not yet. We still have this loose end to tie up. No, don't tie
Never
me
mind.
up
It'll be a
yet.
minute from now.
He's coming around.
Little did he know that his great-great-grandson Nathaniel would go on to such great things.
You won't be safe in Hill Valley as
Yeah.
long as Kid Tannen remains at large.
Someone had to make the reference. It might as well be me.
Hoover came from my new hometown, actually. He's on the list of famous residents.
What's her name?
He's from California. I didn't know that.
You know a woman named Sylvia? No. Well, she knows you. We'll know you. It's vitally important that you two meet.
Something to be proud of.
I get it.
Mhm.
You want me to be part of some undercover sting operation?
I think you guys also have Richard Nixon.
Oh, possibly.
He was our governor.
Something like that.
Mhm.
Sure. Anything.
Did
for
not
Uncle
do a very good
Sam.
job.
I'll stay nearby and
Just remember some story about him building a house in California from like a mail order package of some kind.
When can I expect to see you?
And I'm probably have that completely wrong, but that's how I remember it from when I was a kid.
You're not fading out, are you? Besides,
You might be.
August 25th. August 25th? That's the date Kid Tannen is finally put behind bars.
Okay, so we fixed Grandpa. Now where are we going?
Still there.
Back to the present.
Oh, there we go. Oh, we fixed everything.
And there we go. Doc just mentioned we'd better get out of here before we accidentally get Hoover elected to a second term.